Hello everyone and welcome back to Freshers Know channel. In this video we are going to know about the post for a Gramin Dak Sevak from India Post. So this is the recruitment that we are going to understand. So watch this video till the end. Do not skip any sections of the video because you are going to understand what are the eligibility criteria and what is the pay scale as well. So if you want to read the details on your own, please do check out the link from the description box. Alternatively, our Freshers Now website is also going to offer you not just the details but the links to directly start applying for this particular post. So all you have to do is just go to Google and type in India Post Gramin Dak Sevak Recruitment 2022 Freshers Now, and you will be looking out for Freshers Now website where you will be getting details plus the application links where you can start applying directly. Once you come down to Freshers Now website, as you can see, we would start off with the basic details about the post and the number of vacancies, the division of the vacancies according to the categories, the necessary education qualifications and how they are being selected. And here under the important links section, you can see that the notification link, the direct notification link access is given here. The second link is where you can start your application process. Just once if you click here, you can start your application process. So before that, we are going to understand as to what are the details from the notification itself. So once if you click here, this particular notification will be opened up for you. And as you can see, here is a basic introduction part as to how candidates can start applying. Other than Freshers Now website, if you are looking directly from Freshers Now website, once if you click there, you will be redirected to the official website itself, or you can just click on the link here as given from the official web notification. And once if you click here, you can start your application process. The details of these applications are given in answers, so do check the answers before applying. And here are the important dates. Application submission start date is going to begin from 2nd of May 2022 and application submission end date is going to be on 5th of June 2022. So you nearly have 1 month of time in order to process your application. And the emoluments, it is in the form of time related continuity, which is going to be paid for GDS. And as you can see, in this Gramin Dak Sevaks, there are two categories for the post. Number one is BPM, which they are paying around 12,000, and ABPM or Dak Sevak post is paid for 10,000. So 10,000 is going to be the pay. And here GDS are the holders where they would be under the civil post, and further they would be further governed by the GDS and they would be conducted and further engaged according to the rules and regulations of the particular company itself. And here is the eligibility criteria. The minimum age criteria that one should have is 18 years and maximum age criteria is 40 years. As per the last date of the submission of the application, the age criteria or the age calculation is further made. The relaxations for different categories are as follows under the age. For scheduled caste or scheduled tribe, 5 years is given under age relaxations, 3 years for OBC, and for economically weaker sections there is no such relaxations given. For PWD candidates it is 10 years. PWD candidates under the section of OBC is given 13, PWD under the section of SC or ST it is 15 years. So as per these regulations only, the age relaxations is going to be further applicable. Next, there would be further no relaxations for EWS candidates, please note that. And whoever is falling under the reservation category candidates, you have to make sure that you are attaching the relevant documents unless and until you will not be further qualified for these particular relaxations as given here. And under the PWD category candidates, you have to be very precise enough as to which particular PWD candidate or which disability is taken into consideration for which particular post. So this section where you can see in page 3 of the notification for BPM or ABPM or Dak Sevaks, low vision, deaf, one arm or dwarfism or multiple disabilities amongst the particular section is taken into consideration and you can start applying. The education qualifications is as follows. As minimum as follows, you should be having your 10th standard, which is your higher secondary qualification, done from a recognized education board or from state or government schools. Also, according to this, in your 10th standard, you should be qualifying or you should be learning your subjects of mathematics and English, and you should be having a very qualified score. Next is the compulsory compulsion of a local language. So candidates, if you have studied this particular local language in your schools, you have to be studying it till your 10th standard. Only then you would be further qualified for applying for this post. And this particular local language can be under a compulsion subject or an elective subject. So either of that is taken into consideration. And next one of the notification, we are going to look into the method of submission of the application and also the fees payment, and you would be understanding step by step or the process as to how you have to start applying. You have to only do online applications which through the link which is provided here. Applications received through any other modes will not be taken into consideration, and a fees of ₹100 need to be paid by the chosen division. However, candidates belonging to SC, ST or PWD candidates or female candidates need not pay any sort of application fee. They are exempted to pay. And if you want to start applying, you can just click on the link here, and you have to make sure that you are giving all of the details whilst your registration number as well. And here are the details what you need to fill in and all the documents that you need to keep ready. Your name, which has to be in capital letters just as it is in your 10th standard marks memo. Your father's name, mobile number, email ID, date of birth, gender, community, and which, if you are under disability condition, you have to make sure that which disability that you're having, and 40% of disability further is taken into consideration. Plus, whilst this, you have to have the relevant documents as well in order to be qualified, and only one registration is allowed per candidate as per the schedule 1 and 2 calendars years. The same registration will be used for further submission as well of the application. And also make note that once if you register under a mobile number, you have to not repeat that mobile number if you are re-registering, because that would be not qualified and the candidate will be further debarred. They would be not further taken into consideration. So make sure that you are giving active email ID and mobile number, and also that should be working, because further references or further confirmations or communication will be done through the mobile number or email which you would be further given. Selection division and the exercising preferences will be further given to the eligible post of the selection division as per the community and the ages exercised and submitted by the under circumstances. And candidates, make sure that you would be considered only for the post as per the given criteria itself. And next section is procedure of the fee payment. Candidates, once if you are under the category of payment of the fees, not under the exemptions categories, you should make a fee of ₹100, and you can pay through credit card, debit card or net banking, or even through UPI. So you can use these platforms in order to make your transactions. And once if you pay the fees, an e-receipt will be further generated. Please screenshot it or take a printout of it. It will be used for further confirmations. And after payment of the fees, you would be making sure that you are referring your registration number also there, so that your candidate number and the fees payment receipt would be further matched in the further selection process. Candidates who are exempted to pay the online application fees, please make a clear note of the categories that you are belonging through in the application form. And uploading of the documents, what are the documents that you need to upload are as follows. Your recent photograph, that should be in JPG or JPEG format, and that should not exceed 50 KB, and it is mandatory. You have to upload your recent photograph, and your signature also should be in JPG or JPEG, should not exceed 20 KB, and this is also taken into a compulsion. Submission of your 10th standard marks memo and ID proofs and relevant categorization or community documents. All of these are essential in order for your application to be taken into consideration and proceeding for the next step. So the job profile is going to be as follows. Branch postmaster, which is also considered as BPM. The job profiles include carrying out transactions, marketing the postal products of Indian postal payments, maintenance of records, branch postmaster's overall responsibility. Assistant branch postmaster is going to be sale of stamps and stationery conveyance. Assistant of branch postmaster duties would be further handling of various other services, customer services. All of this would be taken up under the assistant duties. And duck savers is going to be included in the departmental offices like sub post offices, and the duties will include conveying stationery transactions of the IDP, and then you would be assigned under the duties of a postmaster or a sub-postmaster. Some of the basic duties that you need to understand. The selection criteria and further communication for the selection process is going to be as follows. Would be made as per the system generated merit list basis only. According to that, candidates will be further shortlisted. Only candidates who are fulfilling the eligibility criteria and other sections of eligibility, only then they would be proceeded for the further appointment, and after that they would be called out for the document verifications. As you can see here, that would be the step 2 of the selection process, and provisionally selected candidates would be attending the document verification along with your original documents of photocopies and marks memos, ID proofs and relevant community documents. Once if they are made, and then they would be further aligned to the next step, that they would be issued an offer letter via email. Please check your email regularly and also the official website time to time for any of the updates or latest information. And make note that if the candidate has not received an email yet due to your incommunicatable email address, so that will not affect from the postal point of view. The organization would not take up any sort of responsibilities if you haven't sorted out any emails. And for applicants' marks, for the total marks, they would be further worked out and then they would be further shortlisted. And here are the grade points. According to this itself, they would be the multiplication factor or the scrutинization factor that they would be working. So grade A1, grade point 10, multiplication factor is 9.5, and A2 it is 9, it is 9.5, and B1 it is 8, B2 7, C1 6, C2 5 and D 4. So according to these grade points, as for 100 they would be further scrutinized, and then you would have further general instructions which they are given. Make sure that you are reading the instructions very carefully before applying. Keep your email and mobile number active, and timely check out the official website so that you would not miss out on any of the updates. Please check your application status as well so that you would know as to how far your application has been processed through. And here you are having the accentures where you are giving a brief outline about the application form. You have to clearly mention about which post or division that you are applying to, so that it will be very clear enough to which circle. Amongst the 23 states, there are nearly 33 to 35 circles or centers where they are given this particular eligibility of application, and there are nearly 38,000 posts that are available. So you should be very precise enough to which place or which center that you are choosing for this particular post. And the next one is the undertaking, which is also considered as a declaration. You have to put your signature, name of the applicant and clear address with place and date. Accenture 2 is a declaration of if you are riding bicycles, and then if you are under the disabilities, so you have to make sure that you are filling this as well. And this is a source of income which is paid by the government for any sort of supportive livelihood. So this is a declaration that you have to fill in. All the declarations and all of the relevant documents which are belonging to category wises or community wises are placed in the answers for you to give an idea. You have to fill in these forms as well as place the originals as well, which you have received directly from Government of India. If you have any other questions, do place them in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Freshers Know channel for more informative videos.